Okay, no personal guarantee means if the business fails, you are not liable for it. Okay, when I say you're not liable for it, I'm talking about, hey, you got $1 million and your business went to shit. You tried your best to bring your business up and you couldn't make it. Okay, the reality is 95% of businesses don't make it. Okay, within a span of 10 years. So they know that. Okay, now how do you get no personal guarantee credit cards or lines of credit? It's literally the same thing. And I'm telling you what we're doing. Okay, this is what we're doing. We buy an H corporation. Okay, we add trade lines to the H corporation, and then we attach that H corporation to a company that's making $10 million. Okay, we introduce that to the banks, and it's an all done for you. Okay, we introduce that to the banks. The bank says, hey, and it's the same thing as a personal guarantee, but who's guaranteeing it? A business is making $10 million. Okay, we show to the bank, say, hey, bank, look, we own this brand new LLC, or this, this LLC that's been open for 2 years, and we
Yeah, I just got
have
back.
two trade lines. Guys, put yourself on mute, please. Okay, you have an H corporation with two trade lines, one of 150, another one 350K or 80K, whatever it might be, and you also have $10 million on your taxes. Okay, so they say, hey, okay, we can let you borrow 50K here, 40K here, 25K here, whatever it is. Okay, then what we do is we detach the primary business, but your business, your H corporation, already got funded with $350,000, or actually $360,000 your first round. Okay, and that is no personal guarantee, meaning if the business fails, hey, it fucking failed. Okay, that is how we're getting no personal guarantee business credit cards and lines of credit. Okay, do you guys have any questions on that?
Yeah, so just to be clear, you said aged corporation, meaning a corporation that has how many years of running?
2 to 7 years.
2 to 7.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And when the capital is raised, is it based off of purely the credit of the business, or is it also personal credit as well?
No personal credit, just the credit of the business and the tax returns of the main business we're attaching it to.
Got it. Thanks.
What is an H corporation?
H corporation is just a fancy way of saying a corporation has been open for over 2 years. There's people out there that open a lot of businesses and they shelved it. Okay, they just hold it. That's an H corporation. It's a corporation that is aged.
I have another question. In order to move forward with this, in my case, I've been an angel investor. I have equity in entities, but I don't have any entity myself that's over 2 years that would be something that would be good for potential credit. Do you have access to or recommend someone potentially making an investment and buying a business in order to get access to this credit? And would you know how to assess such a business to determine if it would be something good to raise credit with?
Yes, so that will go when we go into corporate bonds. I can talk more about it. Okay, but you can get right now. I'm doing a leverage on 3 different corporations in order to get $360,000. All of that is going to be dumped into the trucking business. Okay, and then I'm getting another 360K, which I'm paying up front, and then I'm also paying a back end fee in order to get corporate bonds. Corporate bonds is money that comes from either insurance companies or hedge funds. Okay, and you can definitely use it to acquire other companies. And it's also no personal guarantee, but there is a fee up front and on the back end. And we're also taking a percentage of the company.
Question, how do you attach the H company to a company that's already doing 10 million in revenue?
How do we attach it? We buy it. So we do everything in-house. So the main company buys the H corporation.
Gotcha.
So you know how you own, let's say, I own Blue Bay Rental LLC. Well, instead of me owning Blue Bay Rental LLC, Walmart owns Blue Bay Rental LLC. You see what I'm saying? So Walmart has a lot of power, they have a lot of money, already well known. Walmart owns Blue Bay Rental LLC. They look at Walmart's taxes, and you can go ahead and get money.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that is for no personal guarantee. Okay, you can actually leverage anywhere between $25,000 to $50,000, depending on the amount you're trying to get, in order to get $300,000 plus. And if you have a business that can pay it off or that can hold that loan for 6 months, okay, once the bank see that you're paying it off, hey, it gets raised to 700,000, then to $1 million. So within a year, you can have $1 million lines of credit, okay, with a no personal guarantee. Guys, any questions on the no personal guarantee before we move into corporate bonds? No,
What
going
happens if
once,
you
going
can't pay the
twice.
loan?
Yeah, I got a question.
Go
So
ahead.
let's just say you're working with somebody and you're not trying to get funding for yourself. You're just trying to get a fee based off the amount you funded someone else. And they're starting a brand new LLC. You're recommending going and just getting the no personal guarantee stuff in the form of credit stacking? Or are you recommending like more advanced plays for something like that to get a bigger percentage?
It all depends where they're going to invest their money. Okay, if they already have a liable business, I recommend corporate bond.
Okay,
Okay, if they're just starting brand new and they don't know what they're doing, I will say try and go ahead and do the no personal guarantee.
okay,
Okay, if they're just, hey, they have a good head on their shoulders, then they know what they're doing and they just need money like yesterday, do the personal guarantee.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, another question. What is the minimum credit score needed for the business credit cards? 685. And this is for the personal guarantee, Nestor. Personal guarantee, they check out your personal credit score. Not personal guarantee, they look at the business credit, okay? And the person or the entity who owns that business credit, who owns that business, that new H corporation.
You said if you don't know what you're doing, get into the personal guarantee, and if you already got a business established, do the no personal guarantee, right?
That if you have a business established and you're making money, I will do a corporate bond. Corporate bond is cheaper money, way more money. They see you paying it off, they will increase it. Okay, so I'll give you an example. If you have a business that's making $1 million, okay, and $50,000 is netting, so it's netting 5%. This institution, these hedge funds and these insurance companies, they're lending up to 100%, 95 to 100% on the net income of your business. What does that mean? That means if you're grossing $1 million, but you're only netting $50,000, guess what? You can go ahead and borrow $1 million for $50K because they know you can carry out the loan. You see what I'm saying? So everybody here should be making at least $50,000 a year. If you're making $50,000 a year, I can get you $1 million at a 5% or 4.75% APY. Okay, just remember, we take a fee up front, we also take a fee on the back end, and we also take a percentage of the company. Okay, so this is for people who are aggressively looking, trying to grow. Like for example, you have a business, I don't know, whatever business it is, but you're actually making $200,000. You're netting $200,000. We can get you 10, 14. I mean, my partner has done $2.5 billion corporate bond. You know what I'm saying? So these are people that are serious. They talk when they have the money. Hey, they go ahead and do it. Okay, there's a lot of people involved. There's accountants involved. There's attorneys involved. Usually, this family offices or insurance companies or the hedge funds, they like to see documents that look a certain way. So what you're paying up front is for the document to look a certain way, so we can give it to them. Okay, they charge a fee on the back end, and we also charge a fee on the back end. Okay, and we also take a piece of the company. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, if
What is
you're
the fee?
looking, go ahead.
What is the fees for the front end, back end, and the?
It all depends. The more you're looking to get, the less expensive it is. So right now I'm doing a $40 million loan on my business. I'm paying $350,000. Okay, $350,000 up front. I'm paying 5% on the back end, and I'm also giving part of my company. Okay, but what I can carry out the loan. I can pay off that loan in a year and a half, and then the rest is profit. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really care about paying 5% on the back end, 350K up front. You know, in reality, for $40 million, I'm literally paying an average of 8%. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends where your business is at. You know, if you're looking to acquire like yours as a marketing company, if you're looking to acquire more marketing companies, all we need to see is what is your netting, what have you netted? Okay, we pretty much make your papers look good, send it to the broker will shop it around, he gets a percentage, everybody gets paid. Okay, and this is for people who are looking to grow. And I'm telling you guys, within the next 12 to 15 months, money's gonna be fucking cheap. Okay, they're gonna bring down the economy in the next 7 months. After Trump does whatever he's gonna do, guys, money is going to be cheap. Okay, there's gonna be so much money, interest rates are gonna plummet. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw on the news, as soon as Trump won, Bitcoin, you know, all-time high, 75K. So it's gonna be good times for everybody. Everybody who's looking to grow, to make money, to start a business, is going to be good times. Guys, any other questions when it comes to?
Yeah, I do have a quick question. You did mention private equity for a second, like in family offices. As I don't know if you're talking about them as sources of capital, or what exactly their involvement is within the process, but can you go a little bit more into detail so I can understand?
Yeah,
how
I'll go over in
relevant-
detail when we move to corporate bonds. So I just want to wrap
Okay,
up.
got it.
Yeah, I want to wrap up non-personal guarantee lines of credit and credit cards. Any question how that works?
What,
Yeah, I had a question in the chat.
Okay, what's the question? Explain fees. Okay, can you be a little more specific, Miguel? Let's explain fees.
no, you already explained it. I think somebody else had another question. I think it was
Okay,
another.
anybody else has another question?
Yeah, the question was, what happens to the business if it fails? What happens if you can't pay the loan
There's
back
no
with a
personal
non-person?
guarantee, nothing.
Because it's not under your name?
Correct. If there's no personal guarantee, if you're doing a no personal guarantee, nothing happens.
So your
Taxpayer
person,
bill.
Go ahead. What's that?
Taxpayers foot the bill.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. Like I was telling you, know, I had a lunch with Miguel this past week. Guys, these banks F people. The people who get F are the regular 9 to 5 people, the people who believe on paying taxes. Okay, the people who say, "Oh no, we need better roads. Let me just give more money to the government." Those are the people that get screwed all the time. Okay, every third world country, all those funds that people pay so they can retire. Okay, when they get 60 or 65, when they turn 65, what happens? They're empty. Why? They're bankrupt. Why? Because somebody stole the money. Okay, people that have goodwill like us, or like the majority of us, what do we like to do? We like to be conservative. Oh, let me not go all in. Oh, let me just not take more than what I can chew. Okay, when you have other people that literally have bad intent, going all in and just ripping people off. Okay, and this is the reason why I'm very, very aggressive when it comes to business, when it comes to funding, me letting you guys know everything that I'm doing, because I believe in actually good people with money can do better good than bad people with money. Look at P. Diddy. P. Diddy owns the whole, music industry. Okay, and look at what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, we can do way better than him. especially if we're on the other side of the coin. Guys, any other questions?
Yeah, any common, I mean, I know there's like an infinite amount, but anything that you've seen that's a good use for non-personally guaranteed. I mean, if you're talking $1 million, like real estate, yeah, what is your preference, I guess?
I will say merchant acquisitions and real estate. So you cannot go wrong if you have infinite money. You cannot go wrong just buying your competitors in one area. Okay, why? So I'll give you an example. Let's say, Miguel, what business are you in?
Junk removal.
Okay, junk removal. Okay, so let's say you're known in Pinellas County, but you are, I don't know, out of 100 companies, you're the company 80. Okay, but what happens when you go ahead and buy all your competitors in Pinellas County? Now, instead of charging $2,000 a ton, now you can charge $2,500 a ton. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because you have monopolized an area. You monopolize a sector. You see what I'm saying? So there are ways that you can actually increase the value of your company, not only by merchant acquisition, but you go in merchant acquisition, monopolize an area, increase the price. Okay, today I was talking to a banker. I met with a banker today. I went to Truist to open an account. Okay, Truist is SunTrust and BB&T put together. Okay, so I asked him, dude, what made what made the merge? He said, bro, it's simple. We merged because everybody had different locations, and then they increased the price on their checking account. Literally, and they increased the price on incoming wires and outgoing wires. So pretty much, and I'll just give you an example. This is just for you guys to have an idea. If you have a business, okay, let's say your business makes $1 million. You sell water. Okay, and now you go ahead and buy all the competitors in that area. Okay, you buy it for 2 times EBITDA, meaning that they make $1 million profit, you pay 2 million for it. Okay, but you freaking sell water. Okay, if you increase the price of water, since you're the only one in that area, you double the price of water. Guess what? You just made up your money. And then if you do an IPO on that company, dude, you just 9x your money just by doing a couple contracts and merging a company. Okay, so if you got, I know it sounds risky and it sounds like, oh my God, like I don't know if I can do this. Guys, I've seen people younger than me doing merchant acquisitions. Okay, they have no idea what they're doing. They just got access to money and they're just blindly doing and following. It literally takes faith. Okay, it takes faith. Those people are no different than us. They're really not. They just have the balls to do it. Okay, most people don't have the balls to do it. Most people will not sell their house to put their money into a business that is failing. Okay, why? Because we believe, it's just we're in a mental prison. Okay, that's the honest truth. Any other questions?
I was just gonna say a quick comment that just blew my mind. I think I talked to you about this, but like merging and merging acquisitions, like building, bundling up companies makes them more valuable because there are less of those companies that have more revenue. There's a lot of failing businesses that make very little money, but there's a lot less companies that have more revenue, more profit, and a bigger piece of the market. So yeah, when I heard about that, I was like, wow, if you just buy a couple of businesses around your area, you can double, triple your multiple on your exit, which is crazy.
Exactly. So a quick overview. If your business makes less than $5 million, you can sell it at a 3 times multiple. If you make more than $5 million, now the multiple is 5, 6, 8. Okay, so just by more revenue, your multiple increases. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Merchant acquisition is a total different game. That's why if you can get access to this money and just buy different companies and monopolize an industry, monopolize an area, not only you're gonna make more money, okay, but you're gonna be the lead that you can increase it. There's a lot of things you can do. Increase the price of your product. Okay, you make more revenue, your multiple increase. Go ahead, Austin. You had a question.
Yeah, so basically, I think it just depends. I think it's a very specific situation. I was just talking with a family office at BlackRock, and they were telling me that one of the entity structures that we want to do for a company actually meant that we didn't want to include two entities or one taking full ownership, because that would make it harder for us to raise debt through investment bankers and through private equity if a technology company is owning shares and has like some sort of a cash flow through to this other entity that owns the property. I mean, it's a little bit of a niche thing, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that up and want to know if you had any thoughts about that, and like what separates subsidiaries from absolute mergers.
Dude, to be honest, to answer your question, I have no idea. Okay, all I know is how to get you money, and I'm plugged in to get you money. Okay, non-recourse. The people, because we use specific brokers, they do not even give us who they're raising the money from until the money is raised. Okay, if we go in there and say, hey, you know, we had a client, we don't, you know, can you work on the front fee? We wouldn't even push it. We just tell them we can't work with you. Okay, why? Because those relationships that took 10, 15 years to build, okay, and you start dabbling with, you know, trying to not pay an extra 10 grand, that would just hang up the phone and you just lose the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So this is the corporate bond is for people who are serious, who are going to battle to get money. Okay, and you can use it for M&As, you can use it for real estate. There's a lot of things, a lot of different things you can use it. Okay, there are certain things that they look at, you know, like experience, how many years you've been open, whatever, but we make it look good before we give it to the broker. The broker knows what they're looking for, and they know where to shop it, and they know how to go and say, hey, okay, you know, we're only raising 14 million, we're only raising 50 million, whatever it is. This is the cap, these are the terms that we're looking for, and you know, these people have a lot of money. Okay, the insurance companies, hedge funds, they have a lot of money. Okay, like you mentioned, Austin, you mentioned BlackRock, they have trillions of dollars. They don't know what to do with the money. You know, they're literally wiping out islands in order to acquire their land. Okay, because they have so much money. So them giving you $14 million is nothing. $50 million is nothing.